Welcome to the Effects Loop. I'm Diaz.
I'm Scott.
We're keeping you in the loop with the guitar community. This episode is brought to you by a stuffy nose. I got a stuffy nose. I've been doing a sinus irrigator, but not really. That'd be crazy if we got like sponsored by a company that did something weird like that, like the Effects Loop Neti Pot.
Oh, have you ever used one of those?
Neti Pot, yeah.
I've never used one. I've been meaning to.
Yeah. No. So like the sinus irrigator I've got's like a Neti Pot on steroids.
Nice.
So it like shoots.
Does it have like it? Does it like I've seen ones that are like in a syringe, so like you don't have to like tilt your head all crazy and do a crazy pour. You can just do like a good shot.
So this like just shoots the water through your sinus cavity.
Yeah, like so it has like some type of a pump or something to kind of
shoot
it.
It's got a pump and it's got like a dick tip. Like it literally looks like the
so
head.
It's comfortable for you with something near your mouth like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't go in my mouth, it goes in my nose, but that's another hole that we can explore. No, honestly, like the first time I did it, I was not expecting as much power that came from it. And like
from your past work experience, you think you're used to that.
I was like, no wonder girls hate when that happens. I was like, that sucked. I was like, when you're not prepared for a shot to the nose and it just happens, you're just like, oh god.
My parents listen to this.
No, they don't. If your parents are listening,
my parents subscribe to our podcast, and they'll be listening to like something from NPR or something like highbrow, and then this will come on as they're driving together in their car.
Episode title: Mom and Dad,
sorry,
please
Mom.
Don't listen to this one.
I'm so sorry.
That's the episode title now. Mom and Dad, please don't listen to this. I'm writing it down.
Oh boy. So, what's new with you, John? Other than
nothing.
the fact that you clearly have COVID and we're practicing social distancing. Is that the term for it? Yeah, social distancing. Yeah. As a podcast, we're still enforcing that.
Did you know that the Postal Service will send you 4 free COVID tests, at-home COVID tests?
Yeah, they've done that twice now. You're actually able to get 8.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about it, and I just got some COVID tests. I might want to take one.
You should.
I don't think I got COVID. I've just had.
If you have insurance, you can go and if you have health insurance, you should be able to just go to a store, buy some, and send them in. Send in the receipt and get a reimbursement. Because I have a check right here from Aetna for ones I bought before my insurance ended at my last job. I still have a health insurance, but I just haven't used it with my new one because I have tons of COVID tests laying around still.
Yeah.
But yeah, I take one like once every other week just to be like safe.
What if I do the COVID test on air?
They take 15 minutes.
We could do a COVID test on air.
And also, like, depending on which one you got, the ones I got from the government one were like kind of complex. Like I had to read the instructions a lot more, versus like the ones I buy at a drugstore are like way simpler.
They're out in the car, so let's see if my son checks his phone.
You really shouldn't be leaving them in your car.
Well, okay.
It's the same thing like the post office delivered them all to us, but they all froze. And so like I've been pretty sure I got bad results from one of them. Okay. No, I mean like I don't know. I don't think I've ever had COVID, but at the same time, like yeah, I'm suspect of the ones that were in the mail that I got in like February and January. Those things sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of sketch, this episode is brought to you by Patreon supporters. Patreon.com/theeffectsloop. You go there, you give us money once a month. Makes us happy.
What do you get? Do we give anything back to Patreon listeners that makes them special and unique?
I can start making them gold stars.
We already have an existing program for all this, John.
Oh. No.
Should we start a program where you get a handwritten note? All new subscribers get a handwritten note from John.
I would do that.
And it winds up being like Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So it's like half words and pictures because you're illiterate.
Wow. We're just going to, because you don't know how fucking letters work. That's pretty much that's like.
Actually, speaking of not knowing how letters work, when was the last time you mailed something? Like made a letter, wrote out an address, put a stamp on it. When was the last time you did that?
Well, I mean, I ship pedals, so that doesn't count. You're talking about actually. Like,
but you go to like the
letter.
post office to do that. So basically, someone does it for you.
No, I mean I do.
Oh, do you use the machine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I print labels at home, but like it's the same thing. Like I still not like filling out. Like I went to fill one out the other day and I was like, wait, does the stamp go on the right or the left side?
Top right.
Yeah, but I forgot. I haven't done it in so long.
Who the fuck's illiterate now, motherfucker?
That has nothing to do with reading.
I don't know. You're the one who associated it.
Well, not knowing how letters work was a play on words.
Oh.
You get it now?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me that you sent envelopes around? Or envelopes?
What's new with you,
around?
Scott?
Oh.
What the fuck's new with you?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Still not buying gear. Still waiting for an invoice to get something back. Should be here soon. I don't know when. Any day now.
My mom's calling. Should I answer it on air?
Sure.
All right.
Does your mom know about me?
Hello? Hey, I'm recording the podcast, so you're on the podcast right now.
Oh, well, hello, podcast. Okay, I'll see you later.
All right. Are you just driving to Alabama?
I'm driving. Yeah, I just needed somebody to talk me through for a little while.
Oh, great. Now I'm going to sound like a horrible jerk on the podcast.
No, not at all. Not at all. Have Jude call me.
All right, I'll have Jude call you. I love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. There we go. Did you hear any of that?
I heard all of it. That's cute.
Oh.
I do the same thing. Like, so my dad used to do the same thing with me. He'd call me whenever he's driving.
Mm-hmm.
Which was great when, like, especially when I was in college, because like I was actually like free at like 2 p.m. So those calls were great. And now I do like the same thing to them now. Like anytime I'm driving somewhere, because I don't drive to work anymore. So like I haven't had that time in like a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to call them when I'm just driving home, because like it'd be like 6 my time, so they're in Michigan, so it'd be 7. They're done with dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm just like coming home, and so it was always a good chance to kind of talk to them.
I usually call my mom on my way home from work, but that's usually like 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, good time to call them.
Yep. She's retired.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, call your parents if they're still alive.
Yeah, what the... Well, yeah, call your mom or your dad or someone. You know what? Call someone. Write them a letter. Write them a letter. Stamp goes on the top right.
You know, I actually have a few friends that think I'm weird because I will call them when I like want to catch up. Because like I call people for work, so like it's such a natural thing for me to like just pick up the phone and just call somebody. Where I understand like people who are younger than us find that rude. Apparently,
what?
Yeah, it's like rude to call somebody now.
Okay.
In like Gen apparently.
Oh, that's weird.
And like I have friends that are like, Scott doesn't like texting; he'll just call you. I'm like, if we're having a conversation like 3 back and forth and we're trying to determine something, I lose patience with text messages. I just call you to get the conversation done.
I'll call if there's like if it feels like there's a miscommunication going on.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's texting. There's always miscommunication going on.
Especially if I feel like, or if I'm like getting like pissed off, like I feel like someone's being a smartass, or I think I sound like a smartass, I'll call and be like, hey, like
clarify tone and
yeah. Like, hey, I wasn't being a jerk. I was just like trying to tell you this. Scott does this thing where he puts K. And like I associate K with someone being short and pissy, and sometimes it is Scott being short and pissy, but sometimes it's not.
I'm not that short and pissy with you, so I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm. All right, this is couples therapy on the air.
Yeah.
No. It's just It's what I'm. It's like so. Like my previous relationship was whenever I was mad or whenever she was mad. It was just K.
So I should respond more often with like sounds good instead of K.
Or even okay is better.
Huh. I never write okay.
See, and that's the thing. But like I said, that was just programmed into me from a previous relationship.
Yeah, but now that I'm aware of it, I'll modify my behavior.
Yeah, but you don't need to modify your behavior just because of like my.
But I do,
previous.
Because I know now that I know how you interpret what I do, I should modulate my behavior so that I clearly communicate at your level what you need to hear and what I want to communicate to you. That's what an emotionally healthy person does.
Yeah.
Without taking offense to it.
True. Well, that's Scott and I work on our relationship.
We just had a real breakthrough moment here, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what we should do? We should get pizza to celebrate.
Okay.
All right. So nothing new for either of us, right? That's what we've come to.
Me.
All right. All right. So we get some
I
gear news.
moved all my pedals off of my shelf and they were so dusty.
Oh my gosh. That's the worst.
I'm exploring new dusting options for my house. This is a new thing. Scott's Corner. No, actually, so like I've been spying stuff. It's just like, I don't know about you, but during quarantine and working from home for 4 years, I kind of got a little fatter. And now that I'm going into an office again, I'm like, my dress shirts are a little tight. Maybe I should buy some new ones. So I just bought like 9 new dress shirts. So like, yeah, I'm spending money. It's going to other things. So I got that and a new pair of Nikes. I'm kind of looking forward to the Nikes. They're going to look sweet. Yeah. Anyway, I want to dive into some news. Some guitar gear that Scott will probably not buy, but.
Well, yeah, there's a lot. This was kind of a slow week on actual gear. Like, it's been kind of crazy. I
mean, some of these are actually pretty big deal things, though.
It's kind of a big deal. Yeah. So Keeley announces the Moon Op Amp Fuzz.
Which, okay. So we've established multiple times the Op Amp muff is my favorite muff.
Yeah.
It's my favorite variant because Smashing Pumpkins. Just flat out. So is that what this is?
This is more Pink Floyd kind of thing, but yeah.
But that's the same pedal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what makes this unique? It looks like there's a unique filter control on this thing. I'm going in blind here. There's a switch, and there's like 3 symbols, and I'm not understanding.
Yeah, it's got a 3-position toggle offering a fat, a mid-boosted, or mid-scooped tone shift. So you've got your tone shifts there, and then you've got your filter knob.
Okay, and the filter will be the high-end crazy thing. So fuzz level, this might be the Op Amp fuzz for me.
I bet it's not expensive. Keeley's been keeping everything pretty cheap.
Yeah, $149.
That's reasonable, very reasonable.
Huh.
This is I mean, and Keeley's had great fuzzes. I mean, the fuzz head.
It could be considered a heavily modified Rotten Apple or Dark Side.
Okay.
Because the Dark Side was the Pink Floyd one, right?
Right.
It had a reverb in it, right?
Yeah, it was a fuzz, and it was followed by modulation. You could pick
modulation. Okay.
Yeah.
And they had the Dark Side of the Moon, like prism thing on it, which still looks gorgeous. For all this stuff.
What is that called? The color prism? The color spectrum prism?
Yeah. It's the electromagnetic spectrum, but it's the visible light portion of it.
Yeah.
Roy G. Biv.
Yeah. The Prendle.
The things we remember, the weird things that like stick with us from school. Roy G. Biv has stuck with me all these years. That's how you remember what the letters. That's how you remember what colors are in order: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
I've never heard that.
Roy G. Biv. That's how I remember it.
That's interesting. Did you come up with that, or did someone teach you that?
Oh, I learned that in school. Yeah, that was something that was taught.
Huh. That's weird. So it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Yep. See how quickly you're retaining that?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Or it's like my other favorite one was I can remember Kingdom, Phylum, Order, Genius, Species.
Oh yeah.
King Philip came over for Girl Scout cookies. It has stuck with me my entire life. It's weird.
Every good boy deserves fudge.
Oh, I've heard that one too. Yeah.
Face.
Anyway, so 149. So a little more expensive than like the Nano Mike Matthews company. Why am I blanking so badly on this? EHX. Wow.
Yeah.
After we just talked about how well I remember things from my childhood.
Different you have different mnemonics, and then it's like EHX.
Oh, sick. I just got a gift certificate, a gift card for Dunkin' Donuts from the tech director at my church.
Nice.
$50. Nice.
To ask him if he wants to give me a gift certificate for a pizza place.
Well, so I am notorious for this. So one of the things I know, like everyone has to get at church at like 6:15, right, to set up and keep going. So not a lot of coffee places are open before 7 on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
The Dunkin' Donuts by me is. So
Nice.
I always stop there on my way in and like show up with a coffee. And I learned very early on that if I buy like donut holes or donuts, everyone's in a better mood the entire day. Just by like having something to snack on in the green room or something like that. So I'm known. I bring donuts every time I play at church.
I've never seen an angry person eating donuts.
You don't know a lot of cops.
Oh. That's not anger. That's just pure-blooded racism. Sorry. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
That's Jonathan Diaz drives a Ford Escape in Knoxville.
Yeah. Oh, that's how to get your ass whipped 101 in the South. Hey, listen. Hey, we love NASCAR, but we love cops. All right. Sorry. All right. Court purchases Digitech and DoD with plans to invest in new features and products.
Yeah. So we talked about this last week. Like how magically everything Digitech disappeared and all these orders were canceled. And everyone's like, what the heck's going on? Looks like they're in the process of finishing this acquisition. Now, Court is definitely known as a guitar builder, pretty decent guitars. Like, I'm pretty sure my PRS SE was made by Court, for example. But do they have much experience in the pedal and or amp market?
I'm not sure. Is Digitech in the amp market?
No, but I'm just electronics in general, because like you can build guitars without really touching electronics the entire time.
I don't know if they make pedals or anything like that, but I mean, it feels like it would be hard for them to mess up because they're really good at just making what people tell them to make. So all they have to do is get the instruction.
And if I recall correctly, a lot of Digitech stuff was made overseas already.
Right.
So you just work with the overseas builders and under the new licensing and everything like that.
Yep. Which I'm really excited because I really wanted a Ricochet.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that's not going to get all jacked up.
Yeah, you got the drop, you got the Ricochet, the Whammy's still popular. I would love to see a new version of the Whammy that's a little different form factor. You know, so
yeah.
Which I guess the Ricochet and a lot of those kind of are, but yeah, I'm excited to see that. Well, one someone's picking up the brand because clearly there's value there, and are going to run with it. So and it's Court. It's an established company. It's not like two dudes bought the name and they got to figure their life out. Like we'll probably see something here within the year, of some stuff. So good on them. Looking forward to seeing what comes.
Yep, this would be pretty awesome. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of change going on with Digitech in general. So
yeah, but it might mean an end of the crazy cheap pedals. New.
Oh yeah, all the specials, trying to get rid of the stock,
cleaning out stock. But that also explains a little bit of like they were trying to clear out stock. That there it is, you know.
Yeah.
Because they were probably liquidating their warehouses and all that kind of stuff. So. Cool.
Well, another brand that we've been covering quite a bit lately, KMA Machines. They have the new, it has the Fuzzy Bear 2.
Do you remember a Fuzzy Bear 1?
No. But I do like the artwork on this pedal.
Well, so it's
The fuzzy bear.
Because we've been talking about the worm. We keep talking about the worm too, and I still haven't bought a worm, so there's that. I should start following the worm on Reverb. I'll probably pull the trigger on one at some point.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So this is a silicon fuzz, right?
It appears to be.
Appears to be. Gets with a little bit of a pseudo octave effect when they dime it, and gives it kind of a trumpety vibe, apparently.
Yeah.
$199.
Yeah.
So still quite reasonable in terms of price point and whatnot. Will be out all major retailers.
The eyes glow. I like it when they make the eyes glow.
That always looks good. They do good stuff with their LEDs.
Yes. They have great looking pedals. Their graphic design has been fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So if this is your kind of thing, you're looking for another vibe of fuzz. I mean, because the other thing is, like, so many fuzzes are so different. You just got to play one. Mm-hmm. You just got to play them all until you find the ones you love. So
gotta catch them all. Fuzz pedals. Sorry, that's my Pokemon reference for the day.
I understood that reference.
Yeah. There's a bowling team that moved in upstairs again.
Yeah, I constantly have a thing with the dude upstairs where I'm just like, what in the world?
What are you even doing?
What are you dropping or slamming that is creating such an effect? Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have a good segue. Charvel debuts the limited edition Henrik Danhage signature. The Pro Mod SoCal.
I don't know who that is.
FRM. Evergrey?
Never heard of them, but I do like that it's a reverse headstock, super strat style. That's relict.
Yeah, so you got a humbucker in the bridge and a single coil in the neck.
Yep.
Locking nut.
Floyd Rose style tremolo.
This is a heavy relic.
Yeah. Extremely heavy relic.
Like there's less paint. There's more exposed wood than paint at this point.
Yeah. One knob,
and it's in the far away spot. It's not in the
it's
normal
as far
strat
away
spot.
as you can get.
Yeah.
Adios.
So at $1,700.
It's not horrible.
No.
It's not great.
No, I mean it's pretty consistent with the Charvel pricing.
Yeah.
It's got a Seymour Junkin JB TB4. I didn't realize there were that much variety to the Duncan JB at this point, but not surprising either. And then it's got a DiMarzio Area 67 in the neck. The pickups are actually selected by a push-pull because there's no pickup knob either.
Yeah. There's no switch, nothing like that.
Yeah. Interesting. So you can't blend the two together.
Yeah. It's one or the other, buddy.
Very interesting.
You're only controlling the volume. It's a weird setup, but I have a feeling it would be fun.
It's not enough to think about, or it's not a lot to think about, so that's the thing. But while we're talking about weird setups, Uttar Center has finally added a G to their logo.
Wait. So Uttar Center is now selling what?
They're now selling guitars.
That's interesting. What are they going to do with all the Itars?
I don't know, man.
Jude, call Mimi. She's driving to Alabama and she's bored. All right. Love you.
But I have enjoyed, it has been the source of many memes this week. Band Meme 666 did a good one on it. Oh gosh.
I'm really disappointed in Guitar Center for that's literally like falling to peer pressure and bullying.
I mean, when a brand is struggling, the first thing it should do is spend a lot of money rebranding, but not really changing their brand that much.
No. Just if you could move that guitar over and put a G there. All right, that's like $500 million. Like, okay.
Well, so how many? They have what, 100 plus stores?
Yeah.
Those signs are not cheap. Installing them, that's probably 20 grand a store.
Oh yeah.
So, so it's a major expense for branding a very established thing.
Do you think there was someone in this meeting going, "Hey, listen, I know our sales are down. Why is that, Bob?" Well, people don't know what we sell. That doesn't look like a G. That's
millennials
look at all these
just don't like it. So we need to get Gen Z in here. This
really feels like they were bullied for no fucking reason, and now the bullies are like, "Holy shit, we were just kind of kidding."
I mean, what's kind of fun is, so they've changed the font entirely, so it is a more modern font, but
not.
And they changed the guitar. The guitar is actually different now too.
It's fucking stupid. Sorry.
And now it's a trademark instead of a registered logo. So I mean, there's a lot of updates here.
Such a waste of money.
There's a pinned tweet in here where they start using examples of other brands using the guitar as a G. So like Olive Garden, Gilmore Girls, and then the U.S. Naval Station Guantanamo Bay. So it's been a fun week for memes about that.
Yeah, it's just, oh my gosh, what are we doing, people?
I don't know, but you know what Game Changer's doing?
They're actually getting it where you can buy the Bigsby pedal.
Yeah, finally, after 2+ years of teasing this thing, it's finally for sale. I remember when it came out, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. And then I'm like, it's probably going to be at a price point I just can't do. And
how much is it? Like 400?
Yeah, probably. Let's find it in Freedom Dollars here, because I've seen it at a bunch of places. Okay. Game Changer. I've clicked on 4 links to say buy it now, and now I'm finally at $379. Then you probably have to pay shipping on top of that.
Fuck that.
I mean, it looks good. Good on them. I mean, cool use of an actual Bigsby to make it work.
Yeah.
Or at least like a pseudo Bigsby to make it work. Like, cool job. But it's a no for me, dog. It's already sold out, already on back order. They're about 2 weeks back ordered right now, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I still want to try the light pedal. I still haven't had a chance to actually get my hands.
Yeah, there's a lot of Game Changer stuff I want to mess with, but like this is just expensive.
I mean, but that's Game Changer. Nothing they've ever done has been cheap.
That's true.
But the plus pedal, put them on the map. Like that was their first thing.
They didn't. That wasn't them though, was it? They bought that.
No. So they came up with that.
Are you sure?
And then became Game Changer.
Okay.
Like it was just kind of a friends, and they were at like some NAMM trumpet booth showing it, and then word spread around NAMM that they had something cool, and they figured out their branding. They've had this very Tarantino-esque vibe. With all their branding and stuff like that. But yeah, keep going, guys. Keep doing cool stuff. I'm liking them. And then finally, Gene Simmons' first signature Gibson G2 Thunderbird bass is here. Actually, I think it's supposed to be G squared, maybe not G2. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. But this Thunderbird bass comes in the slate gray with white binding, white pickguard, and black hardware with unique logo. The split diamond inlays. Has I saw hardware on it and I skipped past it. Graphtec nut, Hipshot mini clover tuners, Hipshot bass bridge. And then comes up at $2,800.
Yeah.
Not crazy for a signature Gibson.
No, it's not. I put it on here because fuck it. But I just want to let Gene Simmons know no one really cares.
Well, so does Gene Simmons, like, I assume he's still going to keep playing the axe bases that he had.
Yeah. Because he'll pay. It's just wherever the money is.
Well, no, so those axe bases, he has a new one for every show, or at least he did this for a while. Yeah. And there was always an auction.
Yeah.
To have that night's one, and like the money would go to charity and stuff. So I'm not going to knock the guy there, but and also,
are you sure it went to charity?
I think at least some of it went to charity, like proceeds went to charity or something like that. So
yeah, I don't trust Gene Simmons.
No,
he
seems like such a reputable guy, and
oh yeah,
nothing shady about his entire existence. No.
I mean, Gene Simmons would sell anything he can put the Kiss name on or his name on. So
yeah, and they kind of get away with it. I mean, like Kiss has been merchandise from the very beginning.
Merchandising.
That was probably the best bit in Spaceballs. After all this time.
the best bit will always be coming the desert, sir.
Oh.
We ain't found shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was probably my favorite, is the coming the desert scene. All right, what's this? Oh my gosh, I need to stop moving this mic. I'm antsy today.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. All right, the Fender Final Fantasy strat, Final Fantasy 14. Here's my question: How many Final Fantasies are there if it's the Final Fantasy?
Well, it's just the 14th part of the Final Fantasy, right? I mean, how many Final Fantasy games have there been?
I'm guessing 14.
I downloaded Final Fantasy 7 on my phone like 3 months ago, and I still haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. The Final Fantasy I enjoyed the most was Mystic Quest.
I've only played one. Looks like there's
and that
a
was
15.
Your Final Fantasy. Oh.
Man, there's a lot here.
Yeah.
There's a lot here. I remember like Final Fantasy 7 was like the game of like PlayStation, wasn't it?
I don't know. I never played PlayStation.
I didn't either. Like, so I've never played it. So when I saw it for like $7 on my phone, I was like, all right, I'll try it. And then I don't want to spend that much time on my phone. Like, I know the minute I play that game, it's going to be an hour. So I'm like, I'm just not getting into it right now. So I just keep sitting there, and that was, money I wasted.
Yeah.
Speaking of money wasted, this episode's been brought to you by our Patreons.
That's very true. Money wasted. If you go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop, you can waste money too. Don't just buy a game and never play it on your phone. Give us the money, because
and never listen to this podcast.
Yeah, because we're more responsible with it than you are. Except for Scott, who spends money on games and just never plays them.
The amount of money I've spent on video games over the last couple of years has been like $50 in total over like 7 years.
I was about to say, it's pretty minute.
Yeah. I think I bought Star Wars Starfighter or whatever that was called.
They just released Star Wars The Force Unleashed for Switch.
Oh, I got it for free.
Excited.
No, Force Unleashed is not the one I got for free.
Okay.
There was something. What, Jedi Outcast? No. Whatever the more recent one was, where they created a new character.
Oh.
I got for free from Amazon for having Amazon Prime. They gave away a free game. I've downloaded it to my Windows partition on my computer, and I have not opened. I haven't even booted Windows in like 3 months to load it.
Wow. Again,
it's that 3 hour thing. I'm like, I know the minute I start playing a video game, it's going to be 3 or 4 hours, and I just can never commit to that. It's like, how like you can spend. You spend like 20 minutes scrolling through like Netflix or whatever, and you're like, I don't want to start a movie. I don't want to be here for 2 hours. And then you've watched, and then
you spend 2 hours. Or you spend 2 hours trying to figure out what you want to watch, and you're like, if you
or you start watching a show and you watch 5 episodes of it.
Entourage.
So yeah, it's the way the mind works, man.
Yeah, I know exactly that feeling because I do that all the time. Entourage. I'm just. even Scott's like, you're tearing through. I'm on seasons. I'm almost done with season 6.
Well, only
There's 2
one of
more
their seasons
seasons.
was actually long,
Yeah,
where they did like the half season thing.
Yeah, I think that was either 5 or 3. There was 3A, 3B, or 5A, 5B.
That was the
something
Medi
like
Ian
that.
season, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Scott, if you are a Patreon supporter, you can listen to Scott spoil part of Entourage for me.
Oh, is that the Patreon up? I thought that was in the main.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was in the Patreon.
All right.
Thanks.
That's more aft shadowing. I'm going to make that a word. I am definitely making that a word.
I don't think it's going to stick. I'm sorry.
It's not going to stick to your aft.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to this episode. We don't have a topic this week.
We could have.
So,
we just chose not to. Diaz is burning out.
Diaz is really fucking tired. Diaz had every day this week I've had multiple call outs. Like Friday, I had 9 people scheduled, only 6 showed up. That's exhausting.
We're starting to, I mean, even like at like the professional world's, I mean, everyone is hiring and everyone's short staffed, but like,
yeah,
it's kind of getting a little scary for us too. Like on Friday, I was the only guy in the office.
Wow.
But I mean, part of that's just everyone can work remote, and it was supposed to rain on Friday, and it did rain on Friday. But I came in, I never turned the lights on.
Oh, that would be amazing. I would love, that's one of my favorite times of the day is when I get to work and there's no one there and all the lights are off and I just have peace and quiet. I don't have a customer ask me something really fucking stupid. Like, hey, do you guys still have Whoppers? Like, yeah, no shit. Or like, hey, are you guys serving lunch at 9 o'clock in the morning where all my breakfast menu, because I have digital menus, the only thing being shown is breakfast. Or whenever people walk in at 9:30 and all you can see on the menu is breakfast, and they're like, hey, are you guys serving breakfast? And I look at the menu and then I look at them and then I look at the menu and I look at them and I go, yeah.
Do you guys do breakfast all day like McDonald's do?
Fuck no.
Okay. Because apparently that was like amazing for McDonald's.
McDonald's stopped that.
Did they stop it again?
During COVID, a lot of McDonald's stopped doing breakfast all day.
Huh.
A lot of places they've scaled back their menus.
Well,
Burger King's in the middle of doing that too.
Well, they get too wide, and you run into delivery issues, or you need to have too many people in the back of a house.
Well, that's like they're talking about. So you know how like the new hand-breaded chicken stuff.
Oh yeah,
huge?
the labor on those things has got to be ridiculous.
There is 29 steps in making a hand-breaded chicken sandwich. 29 steps from start to finish to make one sandwich.
That's a lot.
29 steps. So they're talking about getting rid of that. But we'll see what happens there.
I mean, everyone makes a chicken sandwich now too, so like, it's
right, and that was the thing.
Market.
But the problem is ours is one of the better ones.
Yeah, I would definitely say it is one of the better ones of the fast food.
So
world.
even what is it? Mythical Monday Morning.
Don't know what
whatever
that
it's called. Rhett and Link.
Don't know
the two
what that
personalities. Facebook, TikTok, all that. They did, and they tested. They like blind taste tested all the hand-breaded chicken sandwiches. And Burger King got rated #1 by them.
I went to Chick-fil-A on Tuesday.
I went to Chick-fil-A for lunch today.
Underwhelmed. Really underwhelmed by it.
It's definitely not in the same category as other hand-breaded sandwiches that are out right now.
Yeah.
It does not have the crunchiness that a lot of people have started to look for. It has the flavor though.
It was fine. It was fine. Maybe I need to figure out what my order is there. I enjoy their nuggets compared to a lot.
The nuggets are amazing. Nuggets are amazing.
The sandwich I was underwhelmed by.
What did you get? Just a regular
spicy deluxe.
Yeah.
And
so
I think actually part of it is the like I shouldn't add cheese to it, and I might like it more.
So I actually get just the regular chicken sandwich, add pepper jack cheese. So all my sandwich has on it is pepper jack cheese and pickles. It's delicious. I don't add mayonnaise or anything like that.
If I take off the tomato, I'd probably like it better too.
So I used to get the deluxe, and I don't care for it anymore.
Yeah, there we go. yeah, just the whole like there's not a lot of Chick-fil-A's, and so it's always busy. And like it's just kind of an ordeal to like do the drive-through there. Just where it's located, the one in my neighborhood is just crazy. So it's like only when I'm getting off the highway and like if the timing is right, will I go there?
Because you have to be on. Is it like I'm not on that side of the road, so I ain't dealing with it.
There's a bit of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I understand
it's
that
at this
completely.
very busy intersection between Elston, Fullerton, and Damon, which are all major streets of Chicago at a 6-way intersection that they like changed the intersection. So now like there's like a bypass kind of thing. So it's like 2 or 3 lights all in quick, like all synced up and in quick succession to move people. So it's not the nightmare it used to be, but it's still just a really high trafficked area. And
that sounds like an emo album, not the nightmare it used to be.
Not the nightmare it used to be.
Hell yeah, I call it. I want that as an emo album.
Oh, I was going to say we should give that to Ian's band.
Yes. Oh, let's charge him for it. 30 cents. That's all he can afford.
Well, actually, they just invested a lot of money working with a producer this week. So hopefully that turns into something really cool. Yeah, they were working with Matt Squire.
Never heard of him.
Apparently he's produced a bunch of stuff. Ian sends me this thing of a Les Paul Gold Top. I think it's an ESP Les Paul. So where those Eclipses?
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, this thing's been on so many records. I'm going to play it on our song. And I'm like, Ian, I've been telling you for 6 months you want to bring a Les Paul to record your punk pop band.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I want to get like that Blink sound. I'm like, exactly. Those were with the Les Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, he played the Strat live, but like the Les Paul was the more of the album.
Yeah, I think maybe one of their albums had his signature Strat on it. Because then he switched to that ES.
Yeah, the 335.
Which again is a PAF. So, it's a Duncan Invader on that one, isn't it?
The Invader was on his signature Strat, I know for sure.
I think it was on his signature Epiphone too.
Probably.
Or Gibson, whatever. So many kids are just raging right now of 30-year-olds because that was like their influential guitar player and was not for me at all.
My buddy, so I'm waiting for my buddy Chris to message me on that one because him and I are both big Blink fans, but he probably knew more about the gear.
I enjoyed Blink. Like the whole time. I enjoyed Blink-182. I love the records. But like he's not the guitar god for me.
No.
It's not like how I hate My Chemical Romance.
No, like the thing is like he played the riffs that we were able to play, you know?
Yeah, it was a guitar same thing with Green Day. It was a guitar to learn off of. Like one of the first songs I learned how to play was When I Come Around. Like that was one of the first couple ones.
Yep.
Speaking of which, the guy from My Chem, does he have a signature Gibson?
I know Frank had a signature Epiphone.
Okay. That seems like just such a natural signature Gibson at this point, now that millennials are starting to have some money.
Yeah, probably. I feel like they need to redo the Dave Grohl DG335.
Yeah. Do you think Foo Fighters are going to get back together? Or keep going?
Honestly, as much as Taylor, I don't know.
Taylor really made that band in a lot of ways.
Taylor was the ability for. I mean, Taylor was Dave's like musical counterpart.
So you think Dave will play drums on the next album? Because I in no ways do I think Dave Grohl's done writing. That guy's so prolific. But
I don't think he's done writing. I think he's. Oh gosh, mic down. Mic down.
We're super aware of it right now.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That was an accident. I think Dave's writing for I think Dave's done writing for the Foo Fighters.
You think so?
I think the Foo Fighters are going to slowly. I would assume that they might do like a send off, have someone fill in for them, and that's it.
Well, because they're starting touring on a new album, so.
Right. I could see them finishing the tour with like guest drummers, but it's really tough because Taylor, so kind of in the sense, kind of like what happened with Nirvana in the sense of Dave wasn't always their drummer, but he's who you think of. And I think the same is going to be for Foo Fighters. Taylor wasn't always the drummer, but he's who you think of.
Well, I mean, like Chris Shiflett wasn't always there.
Wasn't always a guitar player, but he's who you think of.
Yeah.
Even why can't I can see his face.
Or Fleetwood Mac. I mean, think about that one. Lindsey Buckingham is no longer their guitar player, but he's still the one you think of.
Yeah.
Who do you want to see play drums?
I couldn't imagine. Mike Portnoy. Possibly. I know it's kind of, I mean, I guess more along the lines because he filled in with Avenged Sevenfold so well and seemed kind of seamless. I think he could do the same for Foo Fighters.
I'd love to see Jay Weinberg.
Max Weinberg's son?
Yeah.
Who's he playing?
He's playing for Slipknot right now.
Okay.
And he was with Against Me for a while too.
Okay.
So he can do the pop punk thing really well. Like that was, I think that was the best era of Against Me.
Travis Barker wouldn't be bad.
Travis Barker sounds like Travis Barker on everything. I just don't know. But yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Totally can see that happening.
Definitely. Travis, I'm more thinking the playing style with a lot of fills. Like that would work. Oh, this is making me sad. Making me sad.
Because like there's those natural ones where it's like, man, it would be cool to see like Steve Jordan sit in, but like at the same time, would Steve Jordan really fit? You know?
No. Oh, the drummer for Dave Matthews Band. What's his name?
Carter Beauford.
Yeah, Carter.
That would be an interesting. He doesn't hit hard like that.
I was about to say he doesn't have the aggression.
And that's part of what made Dave great was how hard he hit.
And that was where Taylor really filled in too.
Yeah.
And like kind of they have the same playing style where it's aggressive, but it's also extremely intricate.
Yeah. And that's again why I think like a Jay Weinberg could work, because like, you know, like Slipknot stuff is very technical and really hard hitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But and he'd probably be like, hey, it's nice to slow down once in a while, because like Slipknot stuff is ridiculous. It would be cool to see what's his name from Tool, Casey.
Yeah,
because he's a fantastic drummer. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of like drummers of the era too that would just fit. But yeah.
I don't know.
Write in the comments.
Yeah. All right. Go to theeffectsloop.com and we've got links to all of our social media and everything like that. And you can just shoot us a message, make a comment, make a post, whatever you want to do, and let us know who you think would fill in very well for the Foo Fighters. Also go to patreon.com/theeffectsloop and you can become a supporter of the show and become our best friends. Well, not best friends, but like acquaintances, like where like sometimes we see you and we give you the nod, not the down nod, the up nod. So it's a good nod. Yeah. We're doing up nods.
Nice.
Yeah, what's up nod?
It smells like up nod in here.
Oh my gosh.
Also, another perks of the Patreon. At all levels, you get the episode early and you get a bonus episode.
Yeah.
You get your own little special feed to, get that stuff. You get the episode when it comes out. So like today, April 23rd.
Yeah.
You'll get today's episode. Everyone else has to wait till Wednesday. So
yeah, don't be a loser that has to wait.
Yeah. Just $1. That's all it costs. You get the episode early.
We're cheap.
Yeah.
We just need more people to be Patreon supporters so we can be like, we doubled our Patreon supporters last month. We're up to 4.
We're beyond 4 already. But
it was a fucking joke, Scott.
I know. I just wanted to kill it.
All right, guys.
Just like your spirit.
Well, yeah, just like my spirit. It looks like I'm going to I'm going to pull a freaking Bambi's mom on this episode. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
bias, negativity always drawn out. Picture every visualized love. Energized lives together. We undefeated. A plan to make weathers, no gloves needed. When we weed into the mindset of achieving and believing in a community that remains happy. Never after. The world should be one. Hate annihilated. Every heart is one. Love again. So don't buy the hate. Don't separate. We're strong when love overcomes. Don't buy the hate. Don't separate. We're strong when love overcomes. Don't buy the hate. Don't separate. We're strong when love overcomes. Don't buy the hate. Don't separate. We're strong when love overcomes. Don't buy the hate. Don't separate. We're strong when love overcomes. Make the love flow, 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 make the love flow,
Get one more Patreon, we do Wings and Wings.
Yeah, oh, come on. Wings and Wings, guys.
$5 member. One more $5 member. That's all it takes. Actually, I think my dad would listen to our Wings and Wings. He loves the West Wing.
Tell him to be a patron.
I already have.
That's great.
All right.
Oh, dude. Oh, I just finished the Aaron Sorkin stuff too on Entourage.
Oh yeah, he comes back. He plays himself
really?
a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw the one where Gary Cole's character signed him. He was in prison.
Like in jail.
Yeah, in jail.
He's like
in jail, crying.
Yeah.
And Aaron Sorkin, yeah, I went through a divorce. Like, all right, just make sure Ari doesn't fucking call me. I love how he signed with the whole deal that Ari cannot fucking talk to him. I love it. I totally plan on wiring up my board this weekend, but I don't see it happening. I really need to stop being fucking lazy and do it.
You know, dude, how long has that Specular Tempest been sitting on my shelf, just waiting for me to install it in my big board?
Yeah.
But
have you even played the Big Sky yet?
No, still in the box.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, the Quad Cortex is all set up. I show up every week. It's the same.
Yeah.
I'm locked in. I've been playing through all my guitars though. So like I'm playing my Revolta this week.
Nice.
Yeah. But we took a song that I have this riff that I wrote in B flat and they moved it to E. And
yeah,
there's a build where I go up and up and up. I actually used the 24th fret on the high E string and went, I need to change this riff. This is too high pitched. This is gonna hurt somebody. Like, so I gotta rewrite that riff before tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna move it down 12 frets and it'll be fine. But yeah.
All right, dude.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna hop off here and hang out with Jude some.
I'm gonna order some pizza. I'll see you.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Later.